I'm just saying, God knows. Hand over heart for affirmation. I am not society's script. I am my own definition. I am not of the system, but a flame from God, source, the divine. I don't stress about what I can't physically fix. I let go of that attachment. I monitor the use of my own energy. If you don't monitor your energy, somebody else will, and they will be using your stuff and playing in your face. Honey, me and God had some good talking today. It's amazing. Everything that we were taught our whole life is a lie. Some of the people believed the lie. That they told so good that they drank their own Kool-Aid. When when I put it together that the Moors helped set the whole world, then I realized they were trying to take my life because of the secret that I knew. I used to say I believed that the FBAs were the real Jews, but I couldn't prove it yet. The only group that matched what the Bible said about everybody hating them was us. The people who call themselves the Jews aren't the correct ones. They really are from over there, Siberian, just like the rest of them. You must be one of the most hated group for the Bible. That's the FBAs. Everybody, man. Everyone benefits from our work, but don't want to do anything to get out of their own ditches. They slowly seeing it now, though. The only way it works is if we play our roles. I have my script back. I said, I tore it up. I said, I ain't playing no more. I'm going to act as if it's already done. And that's what I've been doing. They will really spaz out, too, because being that 80% of them are clones, they don't know how to be resilient, so the only thing they know how to do is be aggressive. You haven't been seeing it? You haven't been seeing it? Everybody would thought it was just coming towards the FBAs, it was coming towards the Latinos and the Spanish. Well, they taking it out on everybody. And everybody get a chance to pay attention now. Little children don't have control of their emotions. If you act as if you don't see them, watch them. They want to be the center of it all, and they're going to do everything they can to be the center. But what do you do when little children act up? You get to the store and they act up. You go to the next aisle. You just sit there and you keep working on that aisle, because if you leave it, somebody might snap them up. But if you just keep working on that aisle to get your stuff that's on your grocery list, excuse me, confirmation burp, and you let them be who they are. What we do to little children when they act up? All their parents say, what do we do? Ignore it. It's time to walk as if we received everything already. Walk as if you were already received it. Pick up that emotion that you will have and walk with it. The wars you see are prophesied in the Bible. Read Amos. Read Ezekiel. Read Elijah. If you read it, you will be reading the newspaper. Especially if you read Amos. Ooh, if you read Amos right now, chapters 1 and 2. Child, you read the newspaper. Especially if you read Amos. Like I said, God don't forget nothing. The payment always comes due. America is next, and she knows it too. Look how they're having tantrums and causing mass hysteria. Find a way to keep your peace and stay clear of this battle. Find a way to stay at peace. And when God tell you to go and get involved, stay in your peace. You know who our examples are? Look at those that came before us. His birthday was yesterday. We celebrated him yesterday. Look how peaceful it was and how angry the people got. Waterboarding them, everything. They weren't messing with nobody. They were walking quietly. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Exodus 14 and 13. Exodus chapter 14, verse 13. Keep doing your part and watch God move things around in the spirit for your good. Because it says, Romans 8:28, God will move everything around for your good. Okay, don't sweat it. Allow God to do it. Keep going and keep the faith. Psalms 46 and 10 says, be still and know that God is God. The Tartarians were the FBAs. All the stuff is underwater. The Titanic is in the ocean. Most of the black cities is underwater. And they've been made great recreational sites. Some of those are in the state of Georgia. And if you mess around and if you FAFO, you gonna mess around and be swimming with the fishes because the ancestors is still screaming over there. Everything was all black and was drowned out. Just pay attention. Now ancestors have a lot to say. I read Acts 27 and 28 today. Chapters 27 and 28. Paul was sent to Rome, but shipwrecked on the way there. And some things happened, and people thought because of what was going on with him, he deserved it. Then they realized, wait a minute, this is the man of God. People assume when stuff is said about you that it's true. But the thing is, the people that assume it know you, but they really don't like you, so they just go with the plan, allow it. Because everything is to show you who's who. The people who had ill will didn't even make a case. Let me tell you, honey. They had an ill will for him, right, where he was at. They was like, well, we want him crucified because of this and this and this and this. So they was taking him up the Rome. Them people let me tell you something. The people that criticize you and talk about you, if they got to go out their way to do it, they so lazy they ain't gonna do it. Because that's what these people did. They ain't do it. They was shipwrecked. It took them 3 months to get to Rome. Because they got shipwrecked, everything. They stayed on the land. They stayed on the land of Malta and everything with them people for 3 months. And then they finally made it to Rome. He said, the king said, ain't nobody came up here complaining about you, but tell me what happened. He was too far for him to reach. See, when you keep climbing like a hawk and an eagle, that crow gonna get on your back, but after a while, when you get to a certain altitude, their nose start bleeding. He healed, ministered, and corrected. And look now. Paul had rented out a house. That don't sound like no broke disciple. That's why I said read this for yourself. When you read it for yourself, can't nobody play you. He wasn't broke. So saying the disciples was broke is a farce and a bunch of lies. Okay, read it for yourself. The scriptures that they tell you to do that, Jesus told them, he said, leave your pocketbooks. He said, leave everything you got that's got a purse or some money, and I'm going to just need you to go out with nothing. And watch how God take care of you. And then come back and get your satchels and go back out. See how they play like that? You got to read it for yourself, though. You got to read it for yourself. Paul went through hell and back, but God was right there the whole time. When we quit trying to control everything, the power that fuels control is gone too. See, it's too much control. The church trying to control, other people trying to control, and when people release their control, the control that's on the planet is going to stop. Everybody got to release their control. Ecclesiastes, I read Ecclesiastes 1 and 2. That blew my mind. I've read these scriptures before, but I'm reading it now with a different man. Check this out. Everything I want is in God. But the church has used it as ammunition against us. Not all churches, I'm just saying some. Just like we say 80%. So it's time to read it for yourself. Everything is yours, you're after, is in God. Reach your goals and keep reaching, but complete peace is in God. Even if everyone forgets who you are, God never does and never will. The Quran I read 2:124 talk about Abraham passing all the tests and challenges to becoming the leader God called him to be, while also being patient on the path to go forward. I was like, come on here now. So y'all know a little something about Abraham. They should, because Ishmael is supposed to be the birth father of the Muslim religion. That's what I've been studying. Symptoms today. Brain zaps and electricity all through my body with chills. I exercised for a moment, did something different. It felt good. I did a little calisthenics. Did some jumper jacks, yeah, and some other stuff. Remember things I forgot about. Things I said before that came true. I said, how about that? I looked today at Maya Angelou, and she quoted something. Courage is the most important of all virtues, because without it, you can't practice any other virtue